Right now, there are a lot of people splitting, divorcing, and you came to this video because you might also ask yourself if it might be the best thing to leave this relationship.
If you are in a relationship where you're not sure or you are struggling with something, you are not understood, not seen, not appreciated enough, then you're thinking about leaving. And it has some effect also on your body. You have certain emotions, you can't sleep, or you don't digest well, or you overeat. You're binging. It all is affecting your body, and because you want to be a better buddy with your body, you have to solve for yourself this question: should I stay or should I go?
In most cases, when people decide that they leave their partner, they're doing it with the 5% conscious mind. You might be like, you know what, I'm going to stand up for myself. This is no longer good for me. I'm leaving this person. I'm going to find somebody better. This is not for me. I'm out. But there's still the 95% of our subconscious mind, which we don't deal with, because more than likely the same situation will come again. And all the chemicals, the romantic phases in the beginning,
Yes.
the polarity, which is often built, like that's the basis of the relationship, that's what it is built upon, it always goes away. And after that goes away, the real relationship begins. Because that's when you start to be yourself, and your goal in the relationship will be always to move closer to the essence and getting closer to yourself, to who you are.
A lot of women are thinking very often if they should stay or if they should go. It is not something which you should feel guilty for, because it is a normal question which is making sure that we evolve in this planet and that we have the healthy offsprings, that we watch our partner's behavior and evaluate in our brain, hey, is it still good for me or is it not? Shall I stay or shall I go? Sometimes you've had some trauma in the past, or some programs, some patterns in your brain which are blocking your view on the real actual person and the real actual relationship, because there is always more people involved in relationship. For example, in this relationship there is me, Petra, and there is Raphael, and then there is me as I see me, and there is he as he sees himself, and then there is me as I see him, and then there is Raphael as he imagines and sees me. So there is 6 people, and it's really hard to agree because it's quite a group of people, right? So you have to figure out for yourself who you are talking to in first place, you know? Because when we started to date, I also was questioning in first 2 months, because I was after really traumatic relationships, abusive relationships, and I didn't feel safe in myself, even though we were magically and miraculously brought together. Even then I was asking myself, is this right for me? Am I made for relationship? Am I made to be with somebody sharing my life? Or is it better to be by myself? Because I was doing great by myself. Life is much easier. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't have to make compromise. It just flows, you know?
But that's not where the real growth is happening. I was alone and I felt great, you know, my health, and I was going out a lot and super cool life, but I was still lonely. I was missing somebody in my life. And then I get into the relationship. In the beginning it's easy, and then slowly there start to come some problems. I at first thought, okay, I have to get the relationship. Once I'm in it, I'm good.
Yes.
That's probably how a lot of men are.
Because you manifested this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you think you have it for once, you have it nice at the beginning, and then the relationship could be basically fed from one time fertilizing.
Yeah, and then I can forget about this. This is resolved, like this is done, taken care of. I have a partner in my life. Now I can focus on my finances, on abundance.
Everything else but your partner.
Yeah.
It is actually not a problem of the partner next to you, that you don't know how to be free around somebody or how to be healthy next to somebody. It is actually your program and pattern which floats like an oil stain on the top of the water, and now you are in it and you can't breathe and you have to deal with it, because that's why it floats up. And the partner is here to help you to go through this and to share this with you. And that's what is actually setting you more free. It's not that you have to deal with a lot of garbage and a lot of traumas in your relationships, but the partner is here to bring it up, to help you go through this, to make you both freer and to put your relationship on a different level.
This growth doesn't happen by yourself when you're not in a relationship. It doesn't happen. And so often I hear or see people, they're like, yeah, they were starting to have problems with their health, with their finances, in the relationship.
They were overeating. A lot of people were overeating during COVID times because they were locked at home with their loved one, with the better half, and they were not knowing what to do, how to deal with that person, because you see that person 4 hours a day, not 24/7.
And then they get the glorious idea, maybe if I leave this person, I'll be more healthy, more sporty, have more money, whatever. And they leave the person and all of a sudden, I'm healthy. I was sick because of the relationship. Yes, of course you get healthy. Of course you're getting better when you're by yourself.
Yes.
It is so much easier, then we give it up and we can always tell the story. Almost everybody that has been in a relationship and has left it or had to leave has the story. I started to notice that we were done when this and this happened.
Because in a relationship, if you're asking yourself, should I stay or should I go? Maybe it is also about evaluating. I was in an abusive relationship and it was not good for me. I was especially having not very healthy relationship with myself. That is why I was questioning if I should stay in a relationship again or not. Because I was still forgiving and understanding and making compromises and forgetting about myself. That's what most women do. Putting the partner first. We have to satisfy the partner and satisfy whatever they want so they are happy with us. But we forget that we have to be happy with us. So first, if you ask yourself this question, you have to know, am I happy, and would I be able to be happy without this situation? Or is this situation mirroring something which is inside me? Because I can 100% guarantee you that it is mirroring something what is inside you. And it's such a great opportunity to heal something what's floating up like that oil stain, and you really need to address it if you want to move forward, because there is something more for you. And also, the relationship is not about this passion and writing to each other messages like crazy, buying gifts all the time and going for expensive dates and so on.
I can say that after 4 years with Petra, I love her more today than ever. I see her more today than ever. In the beginning, I was more in my head and I started to get to know her more, and like the relationship really only just started, and I love her more today than I ever did before.
But we both have been through struggles. This is not a relationship all unicorns and rainbows. No, it is not. We were having our own to deal with. He was mad at me and I was refusing him, and then we stopped and we were like, hey, let's talk about it. I'm sorry, I meant it this way and you meant it this way and we didn't meet. This is what I recommend to you. If you feel like this, and I understand that men don't want to hear when woman is unhappy, but if you feel like this, you can tell your partner how you're feeling and ask them to not tell you solution for the problem, because your man would want to solve the problem, or your inner man would want to solve your problem. But just address those feelings. Don't say you did this and I did that. It happened numerous times. He did something really simple in the kitchen which made me absolutely mad. And I went to him and I was mad and I was aware of that and I said, hey, look, I'm really feeling mad because you did something. And I know it's not you, but it's me feeling this feeling. And then we could solve it together because he said, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice, I didn't even know.
Because you might feel mad because it seems like I don't care. I don't throw things there.
He doesn't see me.
That's probably what makes you mad. So you come to me and you tell me, hey, look, that's how I felt about this. I also want to say that often we think in order to get back into our center, we have to leave a person.
Yes.
And we think we can't do it alongside that person. We think we can't change with somebody while being with somebody. So it builds up over time in the relationship. You're like, I can't hold it anymore. I can't deal with this anymore.
It can become relationship instead of relation yacht.
And you have to free yourself. And the only way to do it is you have to go. Have to leave that person, and then you start to slowly build up your confidence again. You start to do things which are meaningful to you, which make your heart sing. And for the people that think that they have to leave in order to change, that's not the case. You can change yourself while you're still in a relationship. It's okay if you say, hey, for a few days I'll go somewhere by myself and just a little bit reconnect. But you need to make sure that you are happy by yourself and think about what do you want. If you're having a problem with your partner, something is bothering you, think about what do you want. Maybe you want to be seen more, maybe you want to have a little bit more affection, or you want to communicate more, be more honest, open. Think about what you want, and your partner has a much easier time to help you with that.
I know that it's really cool to talk to girlfriends and complain about their guys, because there's always something to be complaining about. And with Raphael, I stopped it because I realized problem is connecting and attracting another problems.
Yeah, it's a very passionate topic for us, and we definitely would like to talk more about relationships with you. We hope that we made this question a bit easier for you and not let you give up on things that is too early to give up on. Your life will change, your relationship will change.
And one more thing to the end. If you ask yourself, should I stay or should I go? Notice what you have to let go of and who you want to stay in this relationship.
Thank you very much for watching. And
we are with you.